That might mean that they are removed from the band.
You can't do that. You can't.
It's only members of the band who can remove people from the band. I've said, Jackie Weaver, you've no authority here. None at all.
She's kicked him out. She's kicked him out.
Illegally.
She's kicked him out.
She's kicked him out. She's kicked him out.
No. That's crazy. No, there's a dentist who lives across the road and he's getting arrested dealing drugs. Yeah, he lives across the road. Yeah, I've been going to him for years, about 6 years.
Oh.
Did you know he's a dentist? Really?
Right.
Oh.
Right.
No. Hey, listen, I'm going to a meeting. I've got like a bloody HeadSTOCK Skype meeting again. Alright, yeah. Well, no, if you just drop it off, I'll get it later. Well, you know. Now he's getting arrested. Oh, you have to use something else, aren't I? Alright, okay. Right, see you later, bye.
Get on with it. Dentist.
Oh, hello.
Hello?
Oh no, it's a stitch up. I can't believe that Jackie Weaver's officiating again. You've got no authority here, Jackie Weaver.
Oh, thanks, lads. It's nice to be so popular.
Malcolm, Malcolm, you're not doing yourself any favours.
Well, I guess that's it. So long, it's been good to know you.
Oh, I'm getting used to these meetings. Right, well, thanks for inviting me again, especially after the last meeting. Can I firstly say that I fully support the decision to remove Malcolm from the band? I mean, whether you want my opinion or not. And actually, if it was up to me, I'd not only ban kazoo, but also ukuleles. I mean, I think they're awful things. You know, like plinky, 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 plinky. Oh, sorry about that.
We get on with it. Holmes and the Hammers started.
Yes, I agree we should start the meeting. Yeah. We're here to discuss Malcolm's future in HeadSTOCK. Although excluded from the band after the last meeting, a few of the band members are feeling sorry for Malcolm. I won't mention any names. And they actually thought he ought to be given another chance. Oh, bless. Each HeadSTOCK member will therefore be invited to present a case for Malcolm's reinstatement or not. But I must say that the majority's decision will actually be the final decision. The first person to state his case is actually the man himself, Malcolm.
The thing is, guys, it's making me ill. I've not been the same since I've got kicked out of the band. I mean, I know how Pete Best must feel now. I'm just on the downward slippery slope. I've had to turn to drink. I'm not sleeping. It's just bloody awful. I just beg of you to reconsider your verdict and let me back into the band. I mean, I'm not entirely sure what I did that warranted getting kicked out, but if I am readmitted, or should I say when I am readmitted, I promise that I'll abide by HeadSTOCK rules, whatever they may be, and just do as I'm requested in the future. Thank you for listening to me.
Don't know nobody else.
Well, that was a bit pathetic. Total sympathy vote and an extremely irritating accent. Tony, if you want to present your case.
Right, okay. Well, no, listen, right, I've been reading this stuff about this global kazoo alliance that Malcolm's involved with, right? I fully understand and get it that, you know, all the work that he's been doing for the last 4 years is really helpful in trying to relieve people's plight, and it's very good for kind of reflective practice, and there's probably been quite a lot of work done and a lot of information gathered and evidence and research that has helped to bring about change. But the thing is, right, is that he's spending more time nowadays, when you read some of this information about the travel, he's spending more time going around the country trying to get people to understand the plight of kazoo players and trying to ensure that kazoo playing becomes almost like a standard practice within community music, within ukulele playing, bands and all the rest of it, that instead of actually spending time practicing and learning the songs that we're meant to be doing, he's going around talking to community groups. And obviously COVID's put that on hold, so we've had the opportunity to practice a bit more, or he has had more practice time. As soon as COVID comes to an end, he's going to be doing this again. He's going to be travelling around the country and working with people in different parts of the world, because it's all a bloody global alliance thing, that he's never going to practice. You know what I mean? So then I don't think he should be allowed back in. Do you know what I mean? We all put in the hours. I mean, I've been trying to play that bloody ukulele bass thing. I've done it for at least a couple of hours this week, and I still can't, get it in tune. So I've got a lot of work to do. So God knows what Malcolm's got to give it up. Got to give up all the kind of commitments to the Global Alliance thing. And once he gives that up, we know that he can devote the time. I vote for Malcolm to be out until he gives up the Global Alliance thing. That's my vote.
What on earth is a Global Kazoo Alliance? Okay, George, if you can go next then, please.
Well, being a newcomer to the band, having only joined it 30 years ago or so, it hasn't been easy for me to come to this decision regarding Malcolm's re-entry, if you'll pardon the expression, back into HeadSTOCK. But speaking as a proper musician, I'm prepared to put aside my utter contempt and distaste for the... Can't say it. Kazoo, if only to avoid me becoming the eldest member of the band. So it's a reluctant yes, Malcolm, from me. Thank you.
Well, that's odd. I always thought George was the oldest member of the band. Nick, if you want to present your case now then, please.
You've only got to ask yourself, what does he actually bring to the band? The answer I know is biscuits. But beyond that, there must be other factors involved that make him a valuable asset. Now, first of all, he's left-handed. Some people have said that he's our Paul McCartney. They're obviously liars. HeadSTOCK rehearsals, he always turns up. It doesn't matter if we don't tell him there's one on. He always turns up. Not only that, but you've got to think of Jen, his poor wife. At least the HeadSTOCK rehearsal gets Malcolm out of the house for a morning. We only have to put up with him for half a day. She has to put up with him for 6.5 days. We don't even get exclusive rights to his services. I have heard that he moonlights on occasion for other groups. And of course, he is an eco-warrior. He turns up in his electric car. We can't hear him coming. It's always in stealth mode. It's not really a problem, but it's often not appropriate, is it? And so, I rest my case for Malcolm. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'll admit it. I've been bribed. Right? Here. I took the biscuits. I'm dreadfully sorry, folks.
Seems to me that you're only thinking of your stomach. And now Dave Campbell. Thank you.
Yeah, I think his nickname now, Not Now Malcolm, really just says it all. I mean, he's had his chance. It's now, I think this is the 5th time we've excluded him from the band. He still keeps coming back, and I know he's been round the file dropping off biscuits and bribes and letters and pleas and things. I'm not actually, is that actually allowed during lockdown? Is it really essential travel, Malcolm? Anyway, I think for me the final straw is his moonlighting now, not only with the Global Kazoo Alliance. I mean, look at that. What do you make of that? Kazoo? Good. But it's not all that. He's also been moonlighting for local ukulele bands. And it's not just playing with them, it's nicking our songs in our arrangement.
Must be love. With apologies to Craig Reed. I never thought I'd miss you half as much as I do. Sorry, Craig, Tony and Dave.
And he's even apologising to us for it. Anyway, I think it's time we stick together now and ban him once and for all. Sorry, Malk. Yeah, the biscuits are nice. Yeah, drop them off. Yeah, that's fine, yeah.
Well, they're harsh words for someone who wears clown shoes. Okay, Dave Spencer, the penultimate.
Right, okay.
Thank you.
2 reasons why I think Malcolm should rejoin HeadSTOCK. 2 reasons. 1, Jenny's cakes. 2, Jenny's biscuits. All right. I know he's a bugger on the ukulele and the kazoo playing. I don't know how hard can it be, to be honest with you, but I do think in the interest of me receiving generous bribes in the form of confectionery, that Malcolm should rejoin HeadSTOCK with the kazoo, but he should learn to play the thing properly. And I've got an instrument of my own devising which I'd like to suggest Malcolm incorporates into his routine. It's your standard kazoo, but as you can see, I call it the omniphone. All right, Malcolm, tell Jenny, chocolate chip.
Thank God you're sitting down this time. Okay, and finally, we've got Craig.
Well, this is my main reasons, really. We've got to think about inclusivity. Inclusivity is important to the band. He's from Yorkshire. He's left-handed. Other things, really. He's got a low carbon footprint, generally speaking. Not like other members of the band, you know, racing around Porsches, all sorts, you know, burning up the environment, etc. And apparently, Malcolm's told me he does know Greta Thunberg. I'm struggling a bit. He has his very own man cave, which we can all meet in. Jen's told us it cost him a fortune, so it's got to be used. And I'm thinking of Jen now, because she gets frustrated. All that money spent on a man cave, not used, so we need to use it more. And as the band, we can use it. We won't talk to her at all. She can still have a break from Malcolm. We'll be fine. Malcolm has got a bloody huge... If we ever go on tour, sorted. Who would take me abuse? Who would take my sarcasm? None of the others are up for it. Are you up for it? Anybody else? Malcolm's up for it. And my final point is baked goods. Delicious, diverse, so good. And that's it, really. Oh, he's enthusiastic, isn't he? And he likes to play the ukulele. It's a Martin. It's a bloody good ukulele. It's a shame, really.
Right, so I'm glad that's the last one. That was actually a load of waffle, and I really think you should just stick to whistling. Well, by my reckoning, the vote is 5 for Malcolm's immediate reinstatement, 1 for his reinstatement assuming he gives up his association with the Global Kazoo Alliance, whatever that is, and 1 for his continued ban from the group. So it looks like his biscuit bribes have worked. Nothing to do with his kazoo playing or ukulele playing, I wouldn't have thought. Anyway, against my better judgment, I therefore declare that Malcolm is duly reinstated into the band.
Thank God for
You're
that.
back in the band, Malcolm.
Oh,
Hurrah!
back to normal.
Well, I can't say it's
Oh.
a disappointment.
Fully fledged nutter band.
Unbelievable. I can't say I agree with the decision, but there's no accounting for taste.
Okay, I'll go ahead with the vote. I'll go ahead with that. I accept it. That's fine. Right, I'm off anyway. I'm going to go and check out this dentist. Okay, bye. Did you know he was a dentist?
Just tell me, Jackie Weaver, do you like Sultana biscuits or do you like chocolate chip cookies? It's a simple question. It's important. When I'm eating biscuits.
Following the meeting, Malcolm was reinstated into the band. He agreed to abide by all the rules relating to the use of the kazoo and has relinquished his role within the Global Kazoo Alliance. His wife has taken on his role within the Global Kazoo Alliance and will soon embark upon an all-expenses-paid holiday, fact-finding mission to investigate how the use of the kazoo developed after it was first taken to the Americas by Halifax-born explorer Norman Smallfellow in 1776. Malcolm has agreed to stay at home in order to practice the chord F-flat minor.